This is the last reset. I gotta go to bed at a reasonable time today. Believe it or not, I have to go to bed at a reasonable time, I know. But it's because I'm going to DreamHack on Friday to run Parasite Eve at DreamHack Austin. And here, I can pull up that schedule for you guys. I'm running Parasite Eve at DreamHack Austin on Friday night. And I don't get off of work until like 1 in the morning. Friday morning. I gotta drive 4 hours to where my mom lives. And then get to DreamHack. Yeah, the newer consoles do make sense, but yeah, there are, which is crazy that N64's is so bad still, considering that the GameCube is like Dolphin is actually pretty respected. That's the Man of Steam, by the way. The grand big baddie of them all. And right there, what he says is, this would be a great town to bring my steam engines. So he basically brings these huge steam engines. And then obviously the town, everybody's like, wow, you're going to help us build these great, like, technologically advanced engines that will bring power to the city and everything. But in actuality, he's sideshowing everybody by building weapons with them. And the city is basically funding them and building them for him. And, you know, on the DL, they're building the weapons for him at that point. Yeah, here, let me find the DreamHack Austin schedule really quick for you guys. There you go. I think that's correct. You see, I run Parasite Eve at 5:17 p.m. Central Time. Last reset, I promise, guys. I just need to pay more attention to my notes. It's been so long since I played this. And it was a game I didn't understand super, super well to begin with. But for the year this game came out, the obscure, tiny development company that's never released anything besides this game, like, it's crazy well done. The sprite work is excellent. The pre-rendered backgrounds are, like, consistent and beautiful for most of the screens. There's a couple of them that are not great. But all in all, and the music is a pretty good soundtrack, especially Virgil's theme. Virgil's theme is like a song that I actually listen to. Like, I have it on my phone and I listen to it in the car and stuff. This is actually, yeah, so the development company is a group called Unit. And as far as I know, they never did anything before and they haven't done anything since. It was published by Bandai Namco. Just Bandai, I believe, at the time. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, it was developed by a group called Unit, who never did anything else and never did anything previous. So it is pretty impressive that they were able to come up with something that's so visually striking and the music is great. One complaint I do have is that, you know, the game is relatively short because, you know, what they did is they developed like this huge London, and everything you do takes place within this London. So we don't travel to any other cities or anything like that. But because of the way the maps are laid out and the different cases and how they work and the maze sections and stuff like that, it doesn't actually feel as small as it is. Like, it doesn't feel like, oh wow, it all takes place in one small city. It really does. It feels like the game is much bigger than it is. But one complaint is, another complaint is that the dungeons are very repetitive. It's very hard to tell where you're going sometimes because they are so, I don't know, recycled. But we just saw Ancient Roman, right? We just saw Ancient Roman, and that game was made in the same year. So to even lump these two in the same category, like, they look like they were on systems that came out 5 to 10 years later. That's how nice they are comparatively. Maybe one day I'll translate the entire game little by little until I understand what everything is about. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure how to go about creating a fan translation and coding for a video game. But I would love to, don't get me wrong, that would be amazing. To play this game in English, to experience it in English and everything that it has to offer that I'm just missing out on because I can't read would be amazing. There's a guy named Vash at RPG Limit Break, and he lives in Japan, speaks the language fluently, obviously, and is a huge fan of Japanese video games. So I told him while I was at RPG Limit Break, I was like, will you please, like, you don't have to translate it for me, but will you please give this game a playthrough? And maybe you can get, like, the gist of the story and whatnot, and tell me what you think. And maybe give me some spark notes so that I can be a little bit more well-versed. And so I need to contact him and see if he's played it, and if so, to what degree. Could probably help with the coding, really. Well, maybe it's something that, you know, I just know that fan translations are projects that usually require tons of people and a long time even still. So I don't know how well I'd be able to translate it all on my own, but I'm sure we can figure something out. I mean, I work in network security, so I'm not an incredible coder, but I do know the basics. I'm pretty good at Python and stuff like that. Obviously, not super useful, but so I can understand the gist of some things. But as far as like a solo project, there's no way I could do it. Text substitution is not the most difficult, really. Well, maybe I should, maybe I'll be hitting you up in the near future, and we can make it a project. The first thing we would have to do, I believe, though, is, like, decode the game and, like, yeah, I mean, like, the game is obviously encoded and whatnot, or, what's the word I'm looking for? Encrypted. We would have to decrypt the entire game and whatnot, but it's probably not crazy difficult. I'm just glad that the ROMs are even available. Could be, could be. This game is very small. The toddler is amazing. Buddy, just wait till you see him in action. We won't see him in action for a little while. But when you do, it's worth it. We won't see him in action till Ying Yang's. Oh no, till the Pied Piper. Well, no. We won't see him in action for a while now that I think about it. Because we use items for most of the boss fights now that I figured all that stuff out. But yeah, Buddy is amazing. He's such a dope character. Yay, LCC, what's going on, boss? How you doing today, man? And yeah, back on London Seirei Tantei-dan. LST, as I like to call it, because I'm sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, as I do with most things. Well, are we going on about the lengths we need to transmit a message? Okay, there you go. What's the worst speed game you've ever played, and do you love everything you ran? No. No, definitely don't love everything I've ran. My least enjoyable is probably Ragnarok Odyssey Ace. I think that's the one that I enjoyed the least. And that one actually messed my hand up really badly. Just because of the mashing and for how long and to the degree and intensity that I had to do it. That one really, really messed me up. I will never be playing that game ever again. As far as like what makes, it's not a great speed game to be honest. It's like Monster Hunter. It's like one of those type of games. But as far as like other bad speed games I've played, White Knight Chronicles, not a great speed game. Not even a great game to begin with. What's another one that's really bad? Pets Cats 2. Well, I do love White Knight Chronicles though, so that is one that even though is just terrible, I really love just how bad it is and how comical the game is and whatnot. Thousand Arms, I adore. What did I do wrong? Oh, I remember now. I didn't do anything wrong. Dope. What's another? Oh, Dr. Hauser, just an awful game on the 3DO. So that game is really bad. I'm trying to think of the other. Oh, Beyond the Beyond in Japanese. Freaking awful game. Awful game. Don't tell Bowie I said that because for some reason he really freaking likes it. Fuck, I did it again. Oh no, I didn't. It is just a terrible game. It's the first Western RPG ever, and it's just fucking dreadful. The encounter rate is by far the worst I've ever seen on anything ever. Bar none, not even close. I ran it in Japanese because Japanese is much faster and there's money glitch and whatnot, but still, just a terrible game. Really unenjoyable. It was made by Camelot. It was the first Western RPG ever on the PS1. Is the Vash guy you saw at RPGLB single? I have no idea. Wow, that is so unlucky. I literally took an encounter the step before I engaged this guy. That sucks. I think it's because Pets Cats 2 is a hilarious game, and I enjoyed playing through. I enjoyed the speed run for the most part. Oh shit, that's a late split, but it's okay. Whereas like Ragnarok Odyssey Ace, I hated every minute of it. Beyond the Beyond was pretty cool. Like in the way that it ended, but as far as like enjoying the game along the way, it was rough. Parasite Eve, I love Parasite Eve. Ni no Kuni is obviously fucking amazing. And then this game is gorgeous. I think this game is an absolute treasure. Yeah, Golden Sun. It's that group. They did Golden Sun, Shining Force. Nowadays, I think that Camelot does primarily Mario sports games. Yeah, Buddy is amazing. So 90% of the comic relief in this game is Buddy just getting hurt and doing crazy wild things, and he's amazing. The other 10% is Buddy's RNG and fights and the Manta Bay and certain bosses that are hilarious in this game. Shad, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you stopping by. You have a great rest of your night, man. Until next time, be well, dude. Did I fuck up? No. So there's a lull in my notes right there. Okay, cool. Ah. Cool. We did that a little bit better this time. Mario Tennis is the best. It's definitely an interesting little game. Did I sleep well? Yeah, I slept for a long freaking time. And then I woke up because my body was like sore from the position I fell asleep in. And so I went to bed at like 7 p.m. And I ended up waking up at like I I ended up waking up at like 5 in the morning. So I slept for almost 12 hours. 10 hours, something like that. And then I stayed up for about 3 or 4 hours and took another 3-hour nap before work. And I think I like slept so much in such a tight period of time that like I was actually a little bit groggy. When I got to work, I was like kind of out of sorts. But it was worth it. Yeah, it was worth it. Well, I did about an hour after I was done with the run. I finished the run at about 5 p.m., something like that. Pretty sure I run to the library here. Oh yeah, love how they sleep in their clothes on top of the covers. They always do. Every RPG. They couldn't. It's too much money and work to draw blankets. It's the same way in Thousand Arms, Final Fantasy IX, pretty much every game that I can think of off the top of my head where you see them in the bed. Yeah, I definitely finished in the PM. I started in the PM and finished in the PM. So I slept from about 5, or from about, I don't know, close to 7 p.m. to about 5 in the morning. Good little while. Oh. Nah. Usually my work is just being lazy. I never get in trouble at work. They love me. I'm like the only person who does what I do there. So they can't really. They always just call to ask me questions and crap that are totally irrelevant, that they sometimes think are more important than they are. So I never really get in trouble, but they were like, "Are you okay? We hadn't heard from you." And I was like, "Yes, because I don't want to talk to you guys." I told a couple of the people I work with about my stream, and I showed them, and they thought it was pretty cool. I was like, "Yeah, I played this one game for 20 hours." They're like, "Oh, that's, dang it." They're like, "Oh, that's all right." I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "How many days did it take you?" I was like, "No, like 20 hours in one sitting." They were like, "What? That's crazy." Yeah, on my Twitter, I uploaded a photo of myself when I started the Parasite Eve run, and a photo of myself when I finished it. It's a I look a lot different. My face was definitely a lot more defeated. Yeah, everybody in my work is a bunch of normies, so. Hopefully Young Ghost goes a little bit better this time. Young Ghost is really the only fight you can die at super early. Just because we don't have items or anything like that can defeat her. Just kind of strong. Bunch of normies indeed, my friend. When I told them it was like this big deal that I was getting to go to Utah to play games, they were like, "You're going to Utah? What?" They're like, "Are you playing in a video game tournament?" I was like, "Well, not really, but you know, I guess you could kind of call it something like that." They're like, "Oh, really? For what game?" And I'm like, "Well, a lot of games. It's, you know, it's this." And it was just a huge waste of my time. They had no idea what I was talking about or the significance behind it. I'm like, "Yeah, it's like a, you know, a great opportunity and a big deal for me." They were like, "Yes, sure, man. You're going to Utah for vacation. That sounds like it's a really big deal." I did. Yeah, that's what I ended up. I was like, "Yo, we're raising money for charity, blah blah blah." And a lot of them were like, "Oh, you know, that's cool. That's cool." I was like, "We're playing video games for charity." And then when I explained my Parasite Eve 20-hour run, I was like, "Yeah, during my little section of that week-long event, you know, we raised a good deal of money." And she was and they were like, wow, really, that's crazy. You can raise money during video games. And I was like, "Yeah, man, it was a ton of fun." Oh yeah, you know what? I actually really enjoyed Utah. I enjoyed the area, the food, the people. There was not. I don't think there was a single thing I can complain about how RPG Limit Break went. Besides the fact that I had to my plane flight on the way back, which is completely, you know, not tied whatsoever to to the event, as well as the fact that I carried my pink princess suitcase everywhere. That was also a downside. What's going on, Instagram? How you doing? Oh, that's lame. So I should have HP 30'd on my second turn. Or on that turn. It's okay. To get a suitcase that isn't pink princesses. Nah, that's alright. People were down for it. They dug the pink princess suitcase. Honestly, I could probably afford to push more damage here, but do we run the gambit? Hopefully this kills her. Yes. Oh wow, that was risky as hell. That was mad risky. So in the future, I definitely need to just use the damage items with Ares in that fight. It was too slow and became too dangerous. All in all, not terrible though. I'm happy with how that went. It's a really hard fight. Just because we're so under-leveled so early, and I only have one item that I've purchased, or one weapon rather. Okay, we gotta go to the bank now. I've actually got the money in this game routed out to an almost perfect point. Like, there's at one point we shop and we're left with literally $1. We start with like 9,000 something and we end with $1 single because the menu, the routing is so tight. Yeah, pounds, I'm sorry. Right, it's pounds, isn't it? I believe so. He goes to a currency change. That's how exact it is. We literally have to exchange it. The exchange rate manipulation is very strong. Love London doubloons. Go to the greenhouse now to meet. Oh, sweet. So now you get. That was Virgil, the guy with the blue hair we just talked to. We're about to go see him again, but have a really good listen to Virgil's theme when we zone into the greenhouse. It's so good. It might be my favorite piece of music in video games. Period. It's that good. I really, really love it. It's right as I zone into this door. And that's it for now. But we hear it a lot more later on. It's so good. Yeah, it's supposed to be super, because Virgil is a ghost, and so it's supposed to have that supernatural theme. Like, it feels a little supernatural-ish. Oh, wow, I can't believe I went this way. That was a huge misplay. There's like 2.5 extra screens. And then I went the wrong direction again. Feels bad, man. I was literally just here and I ran the wrong way. It's such a good song. But unfortunately, on the OST itself, there's actually only like this tiny little, Yeah, so even though the screens never change, right? Even though the screens never change in the game, they're always going to be consistent. The NPCs that are on the screens vary from episode to episode. So it changes quite a bit in terms of like how you navigate. So here's Virgil. You're gonna see the might of Virgil here in this next fight. It's absurd. What an absolute madman. He is goofy. Nice. I think that's correct. It cancels that though. Yeah, that was actually. Well, no, Jimmy doesn't have any mana anyways. Comes out with a heal. Dang it, that sucks. The giant slingshot animation is like his best move. We'll be using it pretty much the whole run. That's like if I'm not using items in fights, all you'll see me do is use that giant slingshot. It's so good. Cool. Giant birds out of a gun. Yeah, so Virgil uses that little like weird gun-shaped thing in order to use his magic. Was it even a bird? Who knows what it is, to be honest. Makes no sense when you're in a basement. Yeah, so that's the only time we'll see that animation from Virgil. The next time we have Virgil, he'll have a different summon, and that summon is way good. It costs 20 mana, but it's stronger than every other summon you get in the game, even the more expensive ones for some reason. It's really, really good. There we go. Dang it. I guess it would have been faster to go the opposite direction. Okay. $11. SP 15 HP. Cool. So that's the shop that I have to do very precisely. I have a message on screen? What's that mean? Huh. I'll get it here in a second. Oh, you know what it was? I bet it was my browser source for Streamlabs. $11 $61 $0 $21. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll have to get it here in a second. It's alright. Die Chip, thank you so much, man. Even though you can't hear, I apologize. It's gone now, right? I refreshed it. Stutter step skips on the conversation there. Yeah, it feels good, man. It's at 6 speed tech, you feel me? Sorry about that, guys. Oh, I forgot to check how much money we have. I think we have like 4,500 or something like that. Get out my way. What? I'm gonna have to just hide that browser. I really would hate for anybody to like sub or something though. I wonder if Streamlabs is having issues right now. That's a bummer. I'm gonna just have to hide the source then. Aw, oh, damn it, I screwed up. Oh, another interesting thing about this game, so similar to Breath of Fire 3, unless the screen is big enough to host an encounter, because encounters they take place on the exact screen that you get them in. So unless the screen is big enough to have an encounter, you won't be getting any. So for the majority of the screens in this dungeon, we won't be even able to get encounters. That's lame. It's one of my favorite things. Doing this is so funny. Because she drags against the side of the screen. Yeah, Ares looks ridiculous. This dungeon is actually super, super complex at first. Like, it looks like it's going to be really difficult. But it turns out it's actually just mega easy. If you just follow the right side path, you'll get there where you need to go. Can't remember my Pied Piper split last time, but I have a decent amount of HP this time, so I should be okay. Oh, you know what? That's not it either. Dang it. There's a certain item that you can pick up somewhere as you run. And it's really, really good against... it's really, really good against the Nemerdian that we fight later on. But I don't know where it is. I picked it up in my as I was routing the game, I picked up everything, obviously. And I had that item, but I can't figure out where that item is in the game ever since. Dang it. Oh, nice. So sometimes I go out of my way and I'm like, you know what, that's kind of out of the way and obscure. I'll pick that piece of item up. Maybe that's it, but it's not. And every time I get to Nemerdian, I have a different way of fighting him, because I always have different items based on the crap I try to pick up along the way. Dang, Pied Piper already. Wow, I must have had a good split with Pied Piper. Cool, so not too bad. I'm probably going to be red splitting through most of this. There's like 5 to 10 minutes of time save in the very end of the game, so no matter what the scenario is, I'm not completely, you know, out of the running. If I stay within like 5 or so minutes, I'll be pretty pleased for a D-Rust run. Wow, that's lame. When are you going to DreamHack? I'm already in Austin in a friend's apartment. I'm not gonna. I have to work tomorrow until like 1 in the morning, so I might be getting to DreamHack pretty late. I don't run until Friday night at like 5:30. I imagine it'll be closer to. Alright, cool. So So I'm gonna drive up at Friday morning at like 2 a.m. because I gotta get Charlie. So I'm gonna drive up there Friday at like 2 a.m. Probably arrive in San Antonio at like 6 something. Wow, man. And then go to DreamHack whenever I wake up, because my mom's taking Charlie to work with her. Yeah, I did, man. I ended up finishing it. No, I used the wrong item. Hopefully I don't need that extra salt for Nemerdian. I shouldn't. Oops. This is going terribly. Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Yeah, Dark, we ended up finishing it. It took like 19 hours, something like that. 19 hours, 45 minutes, 48 seconds or something like that. It does not have a translation, unfortunately. Yeah, Buddy is amazing. He's really awesome. Was that with deaths? Yeah, I died a lot. I died a freaking ton, to be honest. Just because I was unprepared for certain things, like Eve at the very end, I died it twice. It took me the third try I got her, though. Like, I didn't know what she did, so I had to, like, figure her out. Oh yeah, the roach I died at, and I went back, and I didn't die after that until Eve at the very, very end of the game. Oh, damn it. I didn't talk to him enough. But the roach, I ended up just blasting to death, no issues whatsoever, after I did another playthrough to get stronger. And then the, what was it? The hornet, first try, no issue. Only used like 2 revives in that fight, it was nuts. Pretty sure I go this way. Fight the street dogs. Wonder Project J. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Jeez. SNES game, huh? Interesting. Alright, this is the first bout. Gonna push damage. YOLO it. Murdered. Nice. Have you ever listened to the OST of this game on YouTube? Yeah, I have. It is really good. At about like 51 minutes is when you can hear Virgil's theme. But it's not the entire song of Virgil's theme. It's missing like that the thick bass sound in it. I've never played a single Shadow Hearts game, but if the LCC is still here, he runs the Shadow Hearts games, and they do look really awesome. I've actually talked to him in the past about possibly learning the route. There weren't any speedrun notes available last I checked. So I would have to like teach myself the game, and I've never played it before. But it looked very cool from the glimpses that I saw of it. Then you gotta be really fast to beat that guy in the top hat against the bottom side of the screen. It's quite difficult. Really? Yeah, no, I have seen X-Play. I used to love X-Play. Hey, Eric, it's been a pleasure, my dude. Have a great rest of your night. Oh shit, I forgot. I had to go all the way to Virgil first. Oh yeah, Morgan Webb. That was that one chick. I loved X-Play, and I loved Attack of the Show a lot as well. Back in the good old days. All that was on like G4 TV or whatever. Yeah, it's crazy. G4 used to be my channel. When I was like a kid, I'd get home from school and watch Robot Wars or whatever it was called back then. And it was amazing. Watch Robot Wars, X-Play. Wait, G4 is a men's fashion network? That's crazy. X-Play, Robot Wars, Attack of the Show, it had Ninja Warrior. It had so much cool stuff on it, man. Well, I know that DirecTV eventually dropped them, and I had DirecTV growing up, so I was never able to watch it after that. But I would try to catch like on-demand stuff, because I loved Attack of the Show so much. It was like my favorite show for a long time. Twisted Tales of Spike McFang, huh? I've never even heard of that. But I find that there's a lot of stuff I've never heard of. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, when I watched it, they were sitting on the couch. SNES action RPG with a similar style to this game. Interesting. Oh, not the bees. Bees are awful because they get so many attack turns off. Wonder what that item does. That was weird. Yeah, the guaranteed runaway mechanic is so freaking amazing. It's worth its weight in gold. Really? That's hilarious. Kid Vampire, huh? Is it based off the movie The Little Vampire, which was like the greatest movie ever made? I'm gonna try something here. I think that I talked to this old man for no reason, so we're gonna see if that's the case. Totally forgot about that movie. So did I. The movie was fucking awful. Yeah, so I can skip him. That's cool. That saves me 30 seconds or whatever. Freaking graveyard. I'm not a super big fan of this graveyard section in the game. See if I can remember which way to go. That's right. Then it should be up, right, and then just straight right. Yeah, there you go. Cool. I made it. Yeah, it's a detective coat. It's one of those old school Victorian detective coats. Very cool looking. No? Okay, I was doing it right. Yeah, I love the animation in this game. All the character aesthetics are really interesting, and it's just a super cool game. Very, very pretty. You would never guess this game came out in the same time frame as some of the really, really shitty games. Oops. Cool, I found the way in and out, almost exactly the same. Yeah, they do a really good job with it, for sure. It does make him look really, really young. Yeah, that does make sense. It's like basically just make their clothes look really big, and even though the character models don't have to be super proportionate to like a younger child compared to an adult, it gives that aesthetic and that look and appearance of being really, really small, even though it might not be. I'm gonna get a nicotine stick for this. Because you make the character too small for the screen in order to like be true to his size. Then it throws like the look of how you fit on the screen off. Wonder if I can save some time here. Maybe not, but we'll see. Do I want to do a Yuri anime panel at my local anime convention this year? Is that like Yuri on Ice? Because if so, I'm very unfamiliar, so I would not be the best person to advise something like that, but I think you should always do, I think that at an anime convention especially, if you know something really well that's topical and related to the convention itself, then I think you should absolutely teach a panel on it. What the hell is Yuri then? I thought Yuri was like an anime show. Do I do this game often? Not so much anymore. I did it for a while. Yuri anime about lesbian inclined women. Well, how about that? Well, then I, for one, am in favor of the panel. Abomination of the title. Oops. Nice. I don't know, man. I don't know what the TOS says against things like that. Yeah, this is a Japanese-only released game, for sure. You're a day early, my friend. There's not an English patch, unfortunately. This is one of my least favorite days, or episodes, rather. Yeah, I really wish there was an English patch for this game. I would love to play this game in English. I would casually play this game in English. That's how good a game it is. I don't casually play anything. Go to the weapon shop. Weapon for Jimmy. Yep, look, I have literally $1. Hell yeah, that's that good routing right there, boys. When you can get it so tight that you have literally one currency left. Don't mean to brag, but it's pretty good. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. I can't say that I have, my friend. I've never heard of it. I feel like I say that a lot. Oh, shoot. Palmer's game is so tight. If I had $1 for every time I heard that. Oh wait. Okage for the PS2, I've not. Is it a Japanese only, or is it a? Looks pretty gay. How can I have not seen it? That's funny. Very early PS2 JRPG. I'll have to check it out. I love PS2 games. And I actually have a reverse compatible PS3, so I run PS2 games faster than everybody else. Kappa. See, like, here's one complaint I have with this game. This section takes forever. For no reason. No reason at all. Really? Dragon Quest meets Earthbound. That sounds... I love both of those games. I really love Earthbound. I love it. I think it's so fucking awesome. Jesus, so many screens to do nothing but move forward. And the issue is on the way back. On the way back, all those screens you can get encounters on, so it's like, it's kind of a bummer. And you can't run away from encounters that have, you can't run away from encounters that have 5 enemies. Not in here, at least. They made a reverse compatible PS3? Yeah, a very limited amount of them. And they came out first, the first ever PS3. They're like one of the big, huge, fat ones. But there are fat ones that are not reverse compatible. And the way you can tell is if they have 4 USB ports, they're reverse compatible. If they have 2, they're not. Ghoul02 taught me that at RPG Limit Break. When he saw mine, he's like, whoa, reverse compatible. I was like, how did you know that? By looking at it. Yeah, they are super fragile, and that my reverse compatible PS3. Yeah, exactly. My reverse compatible PS3 is the one I took to RPG Limit Break because it's what I run Ni no Kuni on, and that's why I had to have it in the super protective princess bag, because that princess bag is like mega hard shelled. Nice. We don't want to see in groups of 5 here. Those are bad. Groups of 5 we have to fight. Weren't all PS2s reverse compatible or no? Fuck. The Slims weren't really. Because I have a reverse compatible PS2, and I just thought they were all like that. It's like a 30K or something, or a 50K, and it sucks. So I have my my 90K PS2 that I use for speedruns anyways, but well, yeah, my 90K is reverse compatible because that's what I play all my PS1 games on. Thank goodness. Then we're already splitting bad from Nemerdian. Praise. Yeah, I think that all the PS2s are reverse compatible as far as I can remember. And I think that the only PS3 was the first, the very, very first PS3 that didn't last very long. Finally! It's all good, dog. Despicable! How dare you! I hate this room right here. It's so hard to get around. There you go. You have to like walk. Okay. Dang it. Please don't be 5. Nice. Fuck. Topmost. Middle one. I consider the worst part of the run Chinatown. I think I gotta fight 5 slimes here. I think this is forced. Nope. Dope. I'm not a big fan of these mazes either. I think they're kind of shit. Yeah, no, the I think that all PS3s play PS1 games. But not all of them play PS2 games. Yeah, I think that's correct. Is this Nemerdian? Come on, Nemerdian, hurry up. I don't know what I'm gonna do to get rid of Nemerdian's babies. I really don't. Far left. Oh, okay, here we go. Cool. Immediately right of you. There we go. I'm pretty sure it's leftmost pipe. Curves upwards. Yep. Alright, cool. We're here. I think this is a paralyze. Oh, yikes. Wait, how did that happen? Oh, that's not good. There we go. I screwed up. This might get me killed. think this is it. Okay, nice. Couldn't remember which item was the slug killer. That's it though. I don't know if the reason that the PS2 runs PS1 games so much faster is because of the is because of the fast disk speed. So you can on all the PS2s will use fast disk speed on PS1 games and it'll decrease the load times. Whereas the PS3 backwards compatibility is not due to fast disk speed. I think it's just the better processor of the two. Or something like that that makes it so much better. Dang it. That's fine. Right of 2 tunnels. Tunnel immediately left. What's going on, Crazy? How you doing today, man? Now I got a slime skip here. There we go. If I rub myself against the wall like that in these next few rooms, I actually dodge the encounter. The question. Bottommost tunnel, same wall you just emerged. Okay, cool. Can you talk Parasite Eve with me? Of course, of course. No. I'm not actually fighting for a PB or anything in this run. I'm just kind of de-rusting a little bit, showing the game off. By all means, man, feel free to throw some Parasite Eve at me if you got some. What can I do for you? I should have worn my other sweatpants. They're much warmer. Did a practice run as if I was doing 100%. Alright. I'm with you so far. I wanted to run Dino Crisis, the PS1 disc. What would be optimal to go for? I believe Dino Crisis is not blacklisted on fast disk speed, so I'm pretty positive that a Dino Crisis with a 90K slim PS2 is the fastest way to run that game. I would double check with the community for Dino Crisis, but I'm almost positive that that's the case. Art reminds me of Breath of Fire 3. Yeah, a lot of people say that. The sprite work is very similar and whatnot. Breath of Fire 4 even as well, some people say. Oh, ladder. That's right. Dang it. No, it's literally, really, that's what he ran with. That's weird. No, 9-0, it's just 9-0, or 90001. Those are the 90K models. That's what I have over right here. Because the 39K is like one of the fat earlier PS2s. See if you can see this. Yeah, it'll say like right here what the model number is. And the 90K is the fastest, I believe. But they're not super easy to find. The 70K is a lot more common. Is a lot more common than the 90K. Hey, Gulo2, what is going on, my dude? Thank you so much for the host. Hey, I really appreciate it, man. Unfortunately, my Streamlabs alerts are like bugging out. I think Streamlabs is having some issues. But Gulo2 with the host. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Delphi, thank you so much. Streamlabs is dead? Yeah, I know. That's weird, right? What do I want to do here? I think what I do is I gotta pay close attention to this so that I know that I'm attacking the same monster, because they do move around a little bit. Okay, so one directly in front of Ares. Yeah, no, the Dino Crisis world record is actually pretty well known for being like one of those world records that's been standing for a very long time. You know what's funny is that Gulo2 could have literally just hosted me and then made it to my house in about 15 minutes and just sat right here for the audience he just hosted me with. Hopefully this doesn't cost me. That would be hilarious, right? Yeah, maybe like 7 or 8 minutes even. If I die here, this costs me big. Okay, nice. Oh, what's going on, GK? How you doing, boss? I had to stay in that position because I was unable to do that shot. We should be good now. Should be it. Ooh, nice. Saved a little bit of time there. Nice. But yeah, Ghoul lives right next to me. Me and Ghoul live just a few minutes from one another. Cool. Cool. Alright, let's see. There was a Parasite Eve related question. Let me find it right quick. I love... This is Virgil's theme. My favorite piece of music ever. And I gotta cut it out. Took almost 4 hours for the first run, but I got the M8K with over 100 damage. So that's about 20 extra BP. Armor 50-50-50 all around with HP up and stasis. See, I never used stasis, null, or anything like that. But that sounds pretty good. 2 revives, a med 4, 2 super tools. Yeah, so the super tools you should be able to get 2 of every single run because we don't actually use them for anything. I think the super tools would be the most advantageous when used with I think the super tools would be most advantageous when used with like the late game armor. So to transfer, because you could get one of those like really good pieces of armor like I had yesterday, and just move all the stats on the piece of armor you've already been working with, as to not lose any value, and to make just like one mega piece of gear at the end to just steamroll through Eve without much difficulty. Sorry, I gotta scroll back down in chat. Alrighty. Never heard of this game before, but it is really cute and the music is super catchy. Oh, this game. So yeah, this game is a. Also, hey, Key Paladin, what's going on, man? Run to the construction site. I think is best way to go. Is this way. Yeah, this game was only ever released in Japan, and it's a pretty cool game. It's a pretty cool game. It was released in 98 or 99, I believe. But it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. The music is incredible. It was made by a development company that this was their first game and their last game. Oops. And it's unfortunate that there's no English patch because this game really is awesome. It really is something. I love it. As far as speedrunning is concerned, it's got some really great speedrun qualities to it. You run from every single encounter, like Chrono Cross, with just the press of a button. As soon as you get the encounter, you literally just hit run away and you're gone. It takes a handful of seconds, if that. No RNG, no flee animation, nothing like that. Just, you're gone. Another thing is that money. There is no money issues. It gives you just enough money for you to be more than okay. Another thing is... Oh, hold on a second. I gotta remember what I'm doing here. Exit the building, speak with Everett. Oh, that's right. Another thing is that... So your characters... You have 4 playable characters. One of them is always in your party. It's the main character, the detective-looking kid with the side pack and the hat on. And then the other 3 come and go. Some more frequently than others. But any case that you're doing that the character is not going to be with you, the game will actually like automatically level those characters in an attempt to make up for the EXP it believes that you are missing. So like it says, say like it's like, all right, you would have fought this many encounters, we assume, since the last time this guy's been in your party. As a result, we're going to level him automatically to this level so that when he rejoins your party, he's not like completely left behind. Well, in the speed run, because we don't fight any random encounters, every time we get a character back into our party, they've been leveled for free. So it's really nice in that regard. Another thing is that every side boss, and not exactly like, there's like a handful of bosses it doesn't apply to. But I'd say 90% of the bosses in this game have weakness items, and you can buy those weakness items if you know what they are, and you buy them ahead of time from any shop in the game that sells items for dirt cheap, like literally $10, and you have thousands. So I just stack up and defeat a lot of the really hard enemies with those items, which gives me the luxury of, oops, I gotta go to the bank, which gives me the luxury of not being at a super big loss for not taking all the encounters. So that's cool. I like all those aspects of it. On top of it, just look at it. It's really interesting looking. It's funny. It has some randomness to it that makes it interesting. It's just a really dope game. I really like it. The story is actually good as far as like what I've been able to translate and understand of it. London Spirit Detective Team is what it translates to, and you're a young boy who solves cases and attempts to catch thieves, uncovering the plot of an even bigger criminal along the way. And you have some help from some supernatural entities that help you get there. So it's super awesome. Anyway, sorry for that speech fest. It's very close to being one of the oldest first place times. The only thing older in Quake Mission Pack 2. Yeah, so the Dino Crisis record is famous for being really old. But, I guess we'll just do this. There's no weakness item for Fang. Ooh. Do I want a Wonder Shot? Oh, it did nothing. Come on, buddy, you're killing me. So the ability I just used with that toddler is like Wonder Shot and Chrono Trigger, where it can do a ton of damage or it can do very little. It has this huge gap. And it's right now it's not doing me any favors, that's for sure. Maybe I should use a fish here. There we go. That's what I like to see. Yeah, the game is funny. All the different animations for their abilities are funny. Some of the item usage abilities, the specials, it's got a lot of really, really awesome aspects. That's what I like to see, buddy. Finally. Nice. He's locked in a corner, so he actually can't use his strongest attack right now, so we'll use him to heal. Nice. Now he should be free from the corner. Nice, buddy. Getting some pretty good damage rolls there. I think, like, right now, like, 76 is the max, so, I'm gonna use the fish here. Oh, I don't have the fish yet, that's right. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. It's, I passed right over it. I can't believe I didn't see it. It's not bad. Nice! Evasion. Evasion is being lowered when he hits him with that mega slingshot. Woo! Sweet. That was a pretty good little thing right there. That was not bad whatsoever. This is a D-Rust. I haven't done runs of this game in over a month, so ignore how red my splits are. Even with that considered, the very last boss is like super random in how long it takes. So we could still PB if we're better than probably +5 splits, which I doubt by the time we get to the end, but even still. Yeah, the character designs are amazing. For it being the first and only game this company ever released, a game that was never even released in the West, and didn't even do well in the Japanese region it was released in, it really is an absolute treasure. I tell everybody it's the best hidden gem RPG I've ever played by far. By really, really far. I just can't understand why it didn't do well. It just doesn't make sense to me. Battle Network. I don't think I'm familiar with Battle Network. $3,000 weapon for Ares. Go to the construction site with Virgil, I believe. Also, oh yeah, Mega Man. Yeah, I do know what you're talking about then. And this running animation that I'm doing is very quick. It's you hold in circle to run in this game, but even the walking speed is this. That's not unreasonable, and the run speed is incredible. Compared to Parasite Eve and other games I play where the run speed is just something laughable. I really like how this game controls. So right here, you'll notice that the toddler will refuse to. Oh no, he's not with me. Never mind. That's when we get him in the next little chunk. So little Buddy, the toddler, he's an orphan, and as such, he really doesn't like cops. So anytime there's police, he won't go any further. He'll literally just stand there, and he'll be like, "All right," and he'll draw with chalk on the ground until you come back to pick him up, because he don't F with the 12, you know what I'm saying? There's not an English patch, unfortunately. There was one in the works, I believe, for like a brief period of time. They quickly abandoned it because of the lack of people interested or resources or something like that. Which is a shame because I only understand a brief, probably like 25% of the actual. I understand like the most general overview of the story of the game, but there's a lot of really cool, unique, interesting, and funny characters that I don't know anything about, or I don't know as much as I'd like to about, just because my translating the game is because I don't understand any Japanese. My translating the game is by taking a picture of every single text box and translating it via Google, and that's how I've learned what I know about the game for the most part. Because there's literally like no full play YouTube videos or anything like that. In order to route the game, I had to like skim through Nico videos and learn what I could. Oh wait, she won't join unless I talk to her. That's right. The soundtrack is pretty good though. It's on YouTube. You can listen to the whole OST, especially Virgil's theme. It's so freaking good. Nico. I hate Nico. I cannot stand it. The buffering and you can only have this many videos buffering and you can't fast forward and all that. Oh my god, it's such a nightmare. Oh, I still have AoE items. Nice. A lot of people said that it is like Lunar. That's probably best. That's probably the best shot I got. So I have a viewer named Sim who's been watching me for quite a while. He told me one day, he's like, a game I really want to play one day is this game. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'll look it up. Well, it just so happens a guy I follow on YouTube, and I'm a big fan of his channel. He covers only Japanese release games only. It's called Import Gaming for the Win. His name is Jimmy Hoppa. And he did a 20-minute video on this. And that was enough information for me to be like, okay, yeah, that's a cool freaking game. And I started playing it at that point. So it was a combination of the two of them. As such, Jimmy's video helped me so much for like understanding the game when I first learned it, that that in his video he's like, the main character's name is Boy, so I'm gonna call him Jimmy, just for the sake of explaining, and then the little toddler's name is Buddy, or Partner. His name is Partner, so I'm gonna call him Buddy because it's easier, and as such I just kept that, so I call him Jimmy and I call the other guy Buddy as a result. But it's actually quite bad here. Oh, I can run. Okay, sweet. There's certain encounters you can't run from when there's a max amount of enemies on the screen, but I guess there wasn't a max amount of enemies on the screen there. Oh, oops. There we go. Come on. But yeah, a lot of people that have seen me play this have mentioned Lunar as well, which I'm not familiar with. But if it's like this in the battle system, I really do enjoy this. It's kind of like a pseudo turn-based tactics mixture like where your positioning on the screen does impact you quite a bit. But not, but it's not like the only method. God, this is really bad RNG. But it's not the only method of you know, focusing in battle. It's not the only priority. But similar to Breath of Fire 3, I explained this a little bit ago, is that you can only take fights on screens that are big enough to hold the fight, because you take encounters on the same screen that you get them, if that makes sense. There's not like instanced battlegrounds or anything like that. Okay, now we get the god. So beside the toddler, who's the best character in the game that you have regularly, this guy Virgil, he's just broken as shit. He's really, really broken. Even like if you were to play the game casually as it's intended, he would still be broken. Now we did this, I need to heal up. Really, you can, that's awesome. And this battle theme is actually pretty, you know, Final Fantasy-esque. Like, it sounds like a familiar combat-oriented JRPG battle fight. Oops. Oh, don't want to use that. That's what I want to use. This guy is so freaking good, it's ridiculous. I'm gonna lose time here on just my bad movement through those. Yeah, Virgil is actually a phantom. He's a ghost. You don't find that out until the very end of the game. He disappears, and your characters are like, "Where'd Virgil go?" And a guy's like, "Who's Virgil?" And they're like, "You know, Virgil. You've met him 1,000 times." He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And if you actually go back and pay attention to like the scenes that Virgil appears, nobody besides these guys were actually present or had a conversation with him. So it's cool how they tied that together in the end. Virgil's a character I wish I understood more of. If I get a chance, I'll translate all the stuff that involves him one day, because he is so interesting. He's like your summoner, white mage kind of guy. His house is super spooky, man, and it's got that great, great music. Yeah, dang it, losing time here. That's okay. Ooh, that's actually quite bad. We should be able to be fine even with Virgil sleeping. Yeah, we're good. Cool. Yeah, a minute's worth of bad movement and stuff. That's pretty impressive. I guess I got decent at the game for a while when I was running it initially. Okage on PS4 digitally. I'll have to check that out, man. I've never even heard of the game, but if it is really cool and a sweet RPG, it might be something that I'm interested in taking a look at. This next area this next fight can go a little wonky. We depend heavily on Buddy, whether or not this fight is super fast or super slow. There's definitely, in my previous PB, my first PB ever, Buddy was on some mega high rolling business. He was amazing. He was doing like multiple 100 damage rolls on Wonder Shot. And then in my current PB, he was trash. He was doing like nothing. He was doing like 3s and 10s and stuff. I was like, dude, you're killing me. I barely scraped by. so go to the bar. And another thing I tell people is, like, this whole game it's a relatively short game. Casually, it takes about 15 hours. The entire game is all done in one big London. So all the cases you solve and all that kind of stuff, they're done in various sections of London. But even though the game is small and in like the grand scheme world map and the areas you have available to you, they spread out where you need to go and the sections of the town that you're, you know, involved in for different arcs of the game. They do it so well that you actually don't feel that the game is small at all. It feels very large. And it isn't until I kind of like look back and I'm like, wow, you know, there's not a whole lot of level design because there's not a whole lot of levels. But it's really, really intelligent reuse of screens and areas you've already been to without it feeling like super, super repetitive and stale. So I like that. The sleeping sprite is so good. They got a lot of cool sprites in this game. If there's one thing that I say when people ask me about this game, like what's its best quality, I gotta go with the sprites. I mean, there's a lot of really great qualities. But come on, man. Look at these characters. Look at the color schemes. Look at like the shading on her hair, the way that their clothes move when you run. If you go into idle long enough, the little baby will just step away and start drawing stuff with chalk on the ground. It's for a 1998 PlayStation 1 release from a company that's never done anything before. Like, I've seen worse shit from like really, really reputable AAA companies. If you've ever played The Bouncer, it's a Square game and it doesn't look half as good as this. So here, buddy, he doesn't mess with the police, so he dipsets. Okay, I gotta remember I go to the right. Oh yeah. Yeah, so it's crazy because like different weapons will give you different abilities, and every single different command that you do in battle will yield a different animation for each character. So like each character has 3 weapons. Usually each has 3 abilities. In my run, I've seen in casual playthroughs they get 5 or 6 for each weapon. In each one of those, so 15 to 20 total combat moves, each have a unique animation for each character. So 20 apiece, not counting the item usage, not counting magic, things like that. So it's crazy. They put a lot of work into sprite animation and stuff. The Bouncer, yeah, exactly. If you've played The Bouncer, you know that really, really impressive companies can make some just absolute shit every now and then. Bouncer is so bad, dude. They're like, how do we make Final Fantasy a beat-em-up game? You don't, but we can try. So right here, Buddy is climbing the side of the museum. I didn't notice it until somebody pointed it out to me. Yeah, but it was on the PS2, dude. On the PS2. This is a 98 PS1 game. And it's like head and shoulders better. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Oops. Like, at the very least, right, make it better than the PS1 games as far as how it looks. Exactly. So I was actually considering, like, if somebody said, this is not the greatest RPG I've never seen, I'd be like, prove it. What RPG that you've never seen is better? Exactly, you can't name one. I win by default. It's literally a foolproof title, my friend. It's bulletproof. I actually like, I have this fascination with sprite work animation. I think like really, really beautiful sprites are like way cooler than 3D models, especially like in the early PS2, late PS1 era. Now that we've taken off from the police, Buddy rejoins us. It's just, it cracks me up to no end that this little toddler, he doesn't mess with the cops. He was a snitch. But what's going on? Hey, by the way, Jin, thank you so much for the host, dude. How you doing today, man? Now that I've seen it, can I say it's the greatest RPG I've never seen? Probably not, actually. So that's true. Life is good. Nice, nice. By the way, I get the hard copy of Thousand Arms in the mail in just a couple days. Thanks to one of my viewers who owned a copy and was kind enough to send it to me. So, pretty soon, I want to wait till I get that copy, because when I was playing it on emulator, I switched the button configuration around, and I don't want to re-familiarize myself with a button configuration that I won't end up being, that I won't eventually be using, rather. So I'm gonna wait. I think of the 6th, I'm supposed to get it in, and it'll be cool. So I'll start refining it once that arrives. Start messing around with some new routes and whatnot. The 4th. My goodness. Speak of the devil, Wooden Lampshade was the viewer kind enough to send me the game. He was the one who kind of told me about it in the first place, along with the LCC. And said that he still had a copy from his childhood, or from, you know, its release. And it was nice enough to send it to me, so I appreciate that, because it's not an easy game to find, and it's not an easy game to find cheap. Upgrading from being a control scrub. No. Alright, listen. X to confirm, and circle to cancel. That's just correct, alright? It's just correct. I don't know what people are thinking. Oh, duh. Oh, GBA sprites are amazing. GBA sprites are pretty good. They can do some pretty cool stuff. With that limitation, they were still able to make it awesome. Triangle was to cancel. Ugh! It's not about what the... It's about the position of the buttons on the controller. And it's not about... Oh, wait. Dang it. It's about the position of the buttons on the controller, not about what the actual buttons have on them. I don't care that it's an X. See, my thing is I never played a Nintendo, right? So I never got used to the order of Nintendo buttons. Yeah, see, I was raised, my first console ever was a PS1. So my whole life, that's exactly what I got used to. Okay, let's see if we can, we're gonna open up with this here. Nice! My man Buddy is doing the most. I still have my copy of Thousand Arms. I'm not willing to part way with it. Oh, man, Dude, I mean, I totally feel you on that. It's not easy to find. Neither was this game. This game cost me like $75. But it was worth it. My boy, Buddy! Jesus! Jesus, Buddy! We're gonna roll the dice. My man! My man! He is going in. He is amazing. He's really the best character in the whole game. All right, he's starting to taper off. But it's all right. We'll trust in the buddy one more time. Oh, yikes. How risky do I play this gambit? I guess we benefit more from this in the long run. Oh, my man. He letting me down. Come on, buddy. I need you to pick up steam. Is that the healing items that I'm using? Is that really what they are? Because you buy them from the restaurant. I never know what the items are actually titled, so that's funny. Come on, buddy. My man. My man, buddy. He went in, baby. He went in. That's what we like to see. Nice. That was good. That was a really good fight. Of course, T heals you. He did more than that. There was like 3 or 4 turns he did 200 plus. He probably did over a grand in that fight by himself. Everybody else hits for 70. He was over here swinging for like the low 200s at points. Why does everybody call him Edgeworth? Everybody says Edgeworth. Is it Everett, the guy in the red suit? Really? That's so funny. That's awesome. Thank you. I need to add that to my translation book. Okay, this is the Fancy Pants chapter, so this is when shit gets bad. Oh, no, it's not. What is Edgeworth from? I'm not familiar with the name. Oh, Phoenix Wright. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the objection guy. Right? Isn't that what that is? The objection thing? The meme? Okay, I gotta go to the bank, get all my money. Come on, man. Nice. Ugh. What's going on, Q? How you doing today, man? Okay, let's see. I need 21 of these. 21 of these. Do I want to buy? No. I need to buy attack ups, probably. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Oops. I guess that's okay. Yeah, so it's a Japanese game based in Victorian-era London. Pretty interesting. Okay, cool. We should be good. Hey, Delphi, thank you so much for the good luck. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Until I see you next time, my friend, be well. And have a good one. Buying from a pub. Yeah, so that's where I buy all my restorative items, from the pub. I guess it's like food. My broadcast is stingy. Yeah, it's a Streamlabs thing, and I'm pretty sure Streamlabs is like on the fritz right now. So, funny side note, this blonde bimbo with the hat, that's America's representation in this game. She's the American detective. The big-breasted blonde bimbo with the cowboy hat and boots on. She has a gun, hell yeah. America, baby. Yeah, see, it's been telling people that the new extension available thing. It's something I'll get. Dang it, I didn't mean to go in there. It's something I'll get to. Fancy Pants is rough. We'll see how this goes. I wonder what... Oh yeah, Fancy Pants' real name is like something really lame. That's why I call him Fancy Pants. Yeah, see, it was working on my stream just fine for... like for forever. It's just today, apparently, it started showing a connection timed out message every time I try to refresh it. So I was like, fuck it, we'll just ignore it for the day. Bread, sandwich, roast potato. That's awesome. There's my boy Buddy. He don't mess with police, so he dip sets. He says, yo, let me know when the fuzz gone. Miss me with that gay shit. Straight tea. I imagine it is in the sense of like it's just straight, like black coffee. Straight coffee. You just eating tea bags. Hell yeah. Story of my life. I thought I had to exit, triggered buddy, and then come talk to this guy. Guess not. Oops. There it is. So I can't use attack items on Ares. Ares, Ares' primary attack I use with her is magic base, so the attack ups will just be a waste of a turn. I'm almost positive. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So I'll attack up on Buddy and Jimmy, and I'll leave Ares to just be an item slave, I guess, since she won't benefit from the attack up anyways. Actually, kind of sad that it actually happens in big cities. The homeless kids avoid them like the plague because they will be sent to a home. Yeah, exactly. And it is an interesting touch that they added that. The Buddy is an orphan, so, you know, just naturally the orphans don't want to be around police because they'll be, you know, dispatched or done away with in however sort of form is fitting for the times. Alright, Fancy Pants is probably like the hardest big boss in the game. The second phase is worse than the first, but this one is really still pretty bad. Yeah, see, I don't understand any Japanese, so all the translating for the game I've ever done had to be done with Google Translate, just taking a picture of a single text box at a time. So it took a while. A lot of my viewers helped as well, though, so definitely can't take all the credit. Alright, let's see how this goes. I feel like it'll go better than last time because of the attack up items, or they're a new route change. Oh, oops. It should be here. Didn't I buy 11 of them? Oh, here they are. Cool, they're 3 pages over. Or if it stacks. So a viewer of mine named Sim told me about it once, and then he suggested it. He suggested it to me, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Maybe one day I'll check it out. And then a YouTuber that I follow did a video on it. He only covers Japanese only release video games. And I was like, wow, it really does look really freaking good. So it was a combination of the two. Really, really cool. And I looked at it and was like, well, this game is immaculate. It looks amazing. Come on, buddy, I need you to roll high. That's not bad. It's not bad. Ah, that was the wrong person to use that with. That was a shame. Lose a little bit of value on that. Come on, buddy. That's a boy. That's what we like to see. Ah, great. That's what we don't like to see. Oh, wow. Even worse. My man. I don't have any better, cheaper SP items than that. Let's use this then. Gives me at least 3 casts. Okay, cool. Excellent. Yeah, so the specials that I'm using with them are actually, they cost a turn and a half. Not exactly 2 turns, and not exactly 1. So the timing will shift. Wow, that's a really not great position I'm in right there. And then items and standard attacks only use a single turn. So you'll notice that Ares sometimes gets multiple turns off. She's also our workhorse, man. She's got a really high defense. Alright, that's not bad. Please move and please hit better. What? Come on, man. Nice. Come on, buddy. But anything better than 100 damage is still better than any attack the others have. So as long as Buddy's hitting for over 100 damage, we're in good shape. Yeah, this is definitely not Parasite Eve 100%. I will never do that again. I hope. Yes, it is. What do you mean this is not Parasite Eve 100%? This is part of the category. Come on, buddy. Bring it home. Ah, I should have SP'd there. Ooh, baby. Woo-wee. Good job. Good job. Buddy rolled pretty well there. Whew. Pretty pleased with that fight. Her boobs bounce around and stuff. So extra. Really is. Cool. Mesh tags. Okay, this next day is very short. Oh, I love this next day. It's really cool. It's just this next day is Virgil. He puts you into like this dream state, which is like a way for him to kind of show you when the Steam man, or when the Man of Steam rather, came and, you know, did similar evils to him in his time. You basically, that's what it's supposed to be like. But what they did is they just reordered all the screens and their exits. So things that you would, one screen will take you to a completely different screen than it usually does. It's pretty cool. I paid $75 for it, unopened, hard copy, yeah. which I'm going to open eventually. It was super hard to find, though. I basically browsed Japanese eBay every day for a month and a half. Really? Well, how cheap are they? Because I might keep the one that I have unopened then. If I can find a cheap one. I just get 2 copies of the game and keep the unopened one for the sake of it not being opened. Less than $4. Yeah, alright, I'm definitely doing it. I'm definitely doing that thing. What the hell? That's crazy to me. I never knew anything about Japanese Yahoo. Open it. Feels bad, man. And pick up Japanese copies for a couple bucks and turn them over on eBay for 10 times the investment? Apparently so, my friend. Apparently so. Anything I want you to keep an eye out for while you're in Japan, if you can find a Japanese PS2 90K, then I'll take it. The beef on that lad. Oh, this is the Manta Ray. This is the Manta Ray day. This one's hilarious. Anybody who's watching is really gonna like the next boss. I still have my most prized possession as far as video game collecting goes is I have an unopened copy of Final Fantasy IX Black Labeled. My dad got it for me when I was little, and my grandma had gotten me the same exact game. And I was like, okay, cool, so I don't... Then what's it matter, you know, and I only ever opened one, and I held on to it, and apparently, and found it many years later, still unopened, uncracked, and everything. It was like in a CD case. And I was like, okay, so yeah, I have it somewhere here. It's in a box from when I moved, though. I don't know how much it's worth, but I'm sure over like $100 at least. But that's like the only interesting video game collectible I have, unless you count the 4 copies of Ni no Kuni I own. Interesting. I do own White Knight Chronicles, and White Knight Chronicles 2, so I guess that's more than most of the world, for good reason. Oops. Yeah, unopened Black Label. Oh, damn it. Unopened Black Label Final Fantasy VII is like a $400 game. obviously I'd never sell it anyways because I like it so much, but... And I'm pretty sure that the black labeled Final Fantasy IX had like the character faces drawn on the actual CD disc. That might have been on the greatest hits as well, though. I don't know exactly. Panzer Dragoon Saga was unopened because nobody ever wanted to play it. Unopened Final Fantasy 3 is crazy. Unopened Chrono Trigger is crazy. That's awesome. My Parasite Eve is mint first edition. Black label with the demo disc. Yeah, but it's Parasite Eve, so... My Parasite Eve is black label. Oh, sorry. It's definitely not mint condition, though. As you can see. But I believe my Parasite Eve case right now does have one copy of Ni no Kuni, both Parasite Eve discs, and the second disc of Final Fantasy VIII in it right now, so... Let's just say it's worth quite a bit, am I right? That's amazing, man. Game boxes signed. Yo, game boxes are definitely something I wish I had more of. Or, like, I wish stayed around. There we go. I'm not making the same mistake again. Like, I wish game boxes were a fad that remained. But I guess they're hard to, like, produce and distribute and stuff like that. They take up more shelf space and everything. But they were so cool. They were so cool. PC games still do them, really. Factory sealed Final Fantasy 1 for the NES. Yeah, that's actually quite impressive. How much? So of those Marikaze, how much is what's the most valuable one of the bunch? Is it Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy 1? Have you considered reselling them, or are you just like collecting them? I collect bad games, not in any particular condition. Like, I go to the store and I'm like, I've never heard of this. This looks like just an absolutely terrible garbage tier RPG. I'm gonna buy it. $5 deal. And I just buy a bunch of shit games. But that's my aesthetic, man. That's what I enjoy doing. That's why I can't wait to route Ancient Roman Power of Dark Side. My collector's edition Overwatch box is like at least a cubic foot. So, funny side note about the game right here. This company that we're in right now in the game is W&G, which stands for Wayne and Garth Enterprises. The producers of this game were big Wayne's World fans, apparently. Do me and Author Blues? Yeah, actually, quite a bit. Author Blues is a homie. I really like him. We are good friends. But we have different tastes, and he prefers the bad game platforming variety, and I'm more of the RPG-esque bad games. But all right, here we go, boys. It's time. There he goes. Literally the most fabulous thing ever. Really is. Max thrust. The ultimate incubus. Get him, baby. Look at him just getting it. I do have to be careful. He does have a marginal amount of kill pressure. First of all, the slim PS2s are generally across the board faster. But on the back of the PS2 itself, it'll have model number. And it'll say like 70000 something. That means it's a 70K. Or 9000 something. That'll mean it's a 90K. Those are the two fastest versions. But they will only be slims. And they will not be white. The white slim PS2s were only ever made up to 70K. So that's the second fastest. Up until I found out that this guy had a weakness to these mirrors that I'm throwing, this fight used to be hard because all of my moves that do a lot of damage require special, and he drains your SP. 70, 77, and 90, yeah, exactly. Yeah, 90K is not guaranteed across the board to be the fastest. It's just the fastest for the most on average. But like Legend of Dragoon, for instance, was 77. I forgot about 77s. 70, yeah, it just was never made 90K. I don't think they ever made white 90Ks. I know that they made Japanese pink 90Ks, though. And he just disappears as quickly as he came. He was gone. Yeah, that guy is amazing. He is dope as hell. Oops. See, 60 hertz on the PS2? Yeah, Legend of Dragoon on the 70K is faster than the 90K because the 90K's fast disc speed slams the game up. Yeah, I'm actually considering buying a pink 90K Japanese PS2. I think I gotta go to the doctor first. But yeah, between the 70, 77, and 90K, they're really... I hunted for a 90K just to say I had a 90K. But really, the difference between the three is marginal in most cases. And they're all three going to be head and shoulders above the fatter consoles, as far as my experience is concerned. Alrighty. Now this fight is a little ugly, especially considering I didn't heal. Pink PS2 is sick. I really might order it. It was like 120 bucks, not counting shipping, but I'm sure that now with Japanese Yahoo I can probably find a more reasonable one. Alright, I did get a chance to heal, so it looks like we'll be fine. This is the plant killer, I believe. Yep. Okay, awesome, man. Thank you so much. I'll definitely have to check that out because I love Japanese only games and Japanese versions of games. My Japanese Beyond the Beyond only cost me like $6 or $7, but I like having those, and I really, really want to be able to play the Japanese games I own, but I can't. I mean, he is spamming the crap out of that ability, which sucks. Dang it, he keeps doing that, man. I don't know if I have the restoratives to just stomach this. Yeah, I do. This guy was like an insanely hard fight when I was routing the game because I had no idea how to beat him, and I didn't realize that these damage items existed in the game, so I just struggle busted. That's better. This is I'm playing kind of dangerous right here. Oh, nice! That was really good Snapdragon. That was a really good Snapdragon towards the end there. Whew! If we stay within 5 minutes of my current of 354, I think we can still world record. Because my last boss fight was super bad. It was just really slow. It's not always up to you though, so we could get the same shitty bad boss style of RNG, so who knows, but it's definitely not off the PB is definitely not off the table yet, especially with depending on how Hydra goes. But now that I have the maze routed out, it should be fine. Oh, you know why that was so fast? Because I forgot to go... Damn it. Because I forgot to go buy. Wait, no I didn't. What am I fighting next? Hydra, right? So Hydra is a bag of cigarettes. I still have 21 of something, I'm pretty sure. So maybe I did purchase it earlier. Maybe I purchased it all at once because I didn't realize that the true mirrors existed. Yeah, I'm almost positive I bought Snake Killer in the very beginning of the game. I just forgot to change that little part of my notes. Don't want to click on that or I'll have to fight. Oh. This is like the only time in the game you go to Chinatown, which sucks because it's like a pretty well designed little area that's only ever utilized a single... Oh man, I went the wrong way. That's only ever utilized a single time. Come on, kid. Even if I don't have the items, which I'm almost positive I do, we have Virgil with us, so even if the fight goes awry, we lose maybe a minute, but we still are, which is probably the amount of time it would have taken me to look up the item in my notes, go to the store, purchase it, and get back here. So, all in all, not too bad. I'm pretty sure we're good. Alrighty, so now this is a little maze section. Thankfully I have this maze routed out. It used to be really hard. Okay, up. Right. Door and room. Right. Right. Down. Times linear path. Up. Up. Oops. Door in room. Right. Linear path. Up past statue. Door in room. Linear path. Stairs. Down to door in room. Left. Door in room. Fuck. Down. Door in room. Right. Door in room. Right. Up. Or linear. Stairs. Linear. Alright, cool. We made it. Hell yeah. I remember solving that maze just on a whim. It was impossible. I was all over the place. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's randomized. Well, then eventually I put some of my attempts together, and I was like, oh, this path is correct, this path. And I was able to figure it out. Gotta make sure that I don't use the 25 cost summon from Virgil here. It's really bad. I'm pretty sure I bought the bag of cigarettes at the beginning of the game. Pretty sure that's what these are. Yes! Cool, we're in good shape. Even though this ability costs less, it's the best summon he gets in the entire game. We'll use it for the remainder of the bosses we have Virgil for. 131. It's not bad. I think we did that whole section fairly well, so I'm hoping that it turns out alright. Holy dick. Oh man. Sweet baby. That was really good. Oh, chat's just being quiet. It happens at this time of the night. Most of the people watching are usually lurkers on my channel anyways, which is totally fine with me. If you want to lurk, I welcome it. I love it. I talk to myself a lot anyways. Except for Shin, he's dead. I wish I understood this doll character's storyline. I need to translate her next. She shows up just a couple of times in the game, but every time she does, she gets the good music. Thinking about that snake, I posted the link to that snake Reddit thread. In my Discord. I know you guys liked it so much. Sad to see so many golds, so many reds, same. It happens though. If I care to push this game, I'll be good in the future. This is just the first time I've played in a lot of months, so it's to be expected. Okay, this next section is a lot of menuing, or a lot of shopping and stuff, and I gotta make sure I do it right. Because if you screw up the arm catapult, then you're probably gonna have a really, really tough end game, especially against Fancy Pants too. Oops, I'm pretty sure I gotta speak to Everett first. Fancy Pants 2 is a fucking nightmare. It's such a long and dangerous fight. And this is a long day as well. I always get this encounter. SCPH39K, yeah. Yeah, it's because nobody cares about model difference except for speedrunners, generally. So that's why you're having an issue finding like which one is considered the best. I think that's probably good. There it is, baby. I did get the arm catapult. Okay, cool. For some reason on this emulation, there is it doesn't show me what I have selected in certain menus, so I have to be really careful about my inputs. Oh wait, I think I gotta go back to home first. Yeah, I do. Talk to Everett. Yeah, so generally the Slims, 70, 77, and 90K are the best for speedrunning. But even still, the only difference that a 39K to a 90K is going to make is a difference in load times and probably a couple minutes throughout the entirety of the game. So unless you're pushing for like, you know, every second matters and your world record is like super important to you and whatnot, then I wouldn't invest a ton of money into it. You know what? I want to do the graveyard station first. Yeah, any of the slim models you can get are going to be an improvement. And that's not even with just speedrunning. That's just with like consistency's sake and stuff like that, as far as the actual console and quality of build, how easy they are to store in your house, how light they are, all kinds of things. The one thing that sucks about the slim PS2s, at least that I've heard, I don't have any issues with it, but you know, let's knock on wood, is that the doors that close on top of, because they're like top loaders, is that those trap doors get fucked up sometimes. But you can just like put heavy books or something on there. You don't even actually have to have them if you cover the sensor, but as far as I know, that's the only complaint I've heard from multiple people about the slim models of PS2s. I like it a lot as well. I agree. I like the flip tray, but I know that people have some complaints about them. Okay, the Chinatown subway, and then I'll go... Yeah, I think this is a better order than I did it last time. I went the wrong way again. Slim, are you sure you're not looking at slim PS3s? Or, well, yeah, you said 39K. But I've never heard of slims overheating. But I've never had a single console overheat ever. So that could just be me. I keep all my stuff, like, I don't keep it in bookshelves or anything like that. They're just sitting here out in the open air and whatnot. Yeah, I got my 90K Slim PS2, brand new, in the box, with a brand new controller, full kit, for like 75 bucks, or something like that. Maybe it was 80. But I couldn't beat the price as well as the model I had been searching for forever. Oh, you know what? I should do the other one and then come here on my way out. Yeah, 60 is a fairly reasonable price. The retro store down the street sells used ones for 77 Ks for $50. Same thing with 90 Ks. They base it off of color. That's the value at like most stores. Like this is a white one, so it costs more, like 75 or something like that. But as far as speedrunning is concerned, the color has absolutely no fucking effect. So I called that store like every day for like months. And I was like, "Did you guys get a 77 or a 90? Or did you guys get a 90K?" And they're like, "Nope, still only have the single 77K we had yesterday." I'm like, "Alright, thanks guys. Talk to you later." But yeah, to get mine in the box with the controller and everything, brand new PS2 controllers by themselves are expensive and hard to find. So I was pleased with my purchase. 1, 2, 3. Steam coats. There we go. 1, 2. Oh, she only got one, that's right. And steam coat. Epic. Okay, 21 of the 200 HP items. 21 of the SP80 items. Oh, cool. Now go to the shop, run the museum. Everything's inside. Cool, we're good. Yeah, my menuing and stuff is way slow just because I don't remember any of it. I have to read it directly from my notes. So that's definitely somewhere where we'll slow down, but that should be the last shop, I believe, in the whole game until we pick up... And we don't shop anymore, we just go pick up the, what do we pick up? The, oh, the gear at the very end of the game, yeah. It's crazy, in the end of this game, it literally just gives you tons of the best armor in the game. A whole set of the best armor in the game for both your characters. And their best weapon in the game. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, fortunately, I play my... Hey, Wooden Lampshade, as always, man, it's an absolute pleasure having you in chat. It's good talking to you, man. Craft up some sick knives for us, will ya? But until I see you next time, man, be well. I guess I won't be streaming until DreamHack Austin, so if you guys happen to catch that, I'll try to throw some shout-outs to you guys, but have a great rest of your night, man. Be well. Don't forget to pick up a revive. Never forget. Never forget the revive curse. That was brutal. Alright, I am going to go use the restroom during the episode 18 cutscene. Ah, you're killing me. Ah, there's a lot of encounters. Yeah, but I play my PS1 games on my 90K PS2. I play my PS2 games on my reverse compatible PS3. And I played Parasite Eve on PSP. I got a whole assortment of fucking consoles in here. I got a Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, all kinds of shit. It's crazy. Alrighty. Time to use the restroom right quick. Gotta wait for the text box from Ares real quick. I made this mistake last time. I went to pee and she wasn't even advancing the cutscene. There we go. Woo-wee, just in the nick of time. Video Wizard, what's going on, man? How you doing tonight? The battle UI looks suspiciously like RPG Maker 2003's. Oh, well, maybe RPG Maker took some inspiration from the most unknown Japanese game of all time. It is a really interesting battle system. I like it a lot. It combines a lot of like really cool elements between tactics-based games and turn-based games. It makes it a little bit more active without it actually like being active. You know what I mean? Also, I think that I found a time save here. I don't believe I actually have to fight Spectre. I think I've been doing that optionally this whole time. So I think what he says is, I need you to do something for me. And we say no. And he says, well, then how about I beat your ass? So I think if I say okay and just go do it, go do the next little chunk I do anyways, then I might be able to skip fighting him. Which saves probably 30 seconds to a minute. It's one of the... Nice, I made it through without the encounter. Cool. Because Spectre, he just murders the shit out of you. Just one-shots everybody. Spectre is so cool, dude. He's by far the coolest character in the game. That's the way he looks, at least. This game is very interesting, man. It's super interesting. It's an awesome game. Very unique, very pretty, great music. It's got tons of great qualities. It's really a shame that it was never released in the anywhere besides Japan. So let's see now if we get this cutscene. If we do, we save about a minute. If we don't, we lose probably 20 seconds. Nice, we do, so we actually don't have to fight him. Wow, that saves a good amount of time. Awesome. It's a shame, though. The Spectre fight is funny, because he just blasts the life out of you. It reminds me of Breath of Fire. Yeah, a lot of people relate it to Breath of Fire 3, or Breath of Fire 4. Wow, that was a really bad movement on my part, but it's okay. Alright, so... Exactly, that's what I'm saying. As far as the quality and development, this company was called a unit, and I think, as far as I know, it was the only game they ever developed. Here we go. And it was the last game they ever developed. It was the first and the last. So it's crazy that it didn't see Western success of any sort, because, like, it could have. Absolutely. Maybe they just didn't have the money to market it in that fashion. I don't know. Arhin Jesus, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I had an absolute blast. So RPG Limit Break was tons and tons and tons of fun. It was amazing. It really was. Come on, buddy. Damn it, buddy. Come on, man. Once we kill the robot, this fight gets easy. Should be pretty close. And they are really picking on Jimmy. Buddy, you're killing me, dude. I can't really afford to use any more robot killers, dude. Fuck. Oh, this is not going fast. Maybe I can. Yeah, I'm cutting it close. I need at least 35, thank goodness. I need at least 35 robot killers, and that's if every single one of them hits. My man, doing the most now. What I need. Now I'm the easy enemy, you wreck shop. Stupid. Come on, buddy, what are you doing? 2? That Wonder Shot is a hard punish, man. If it does not go the way you need it to, it's bad. Jesus Christ. That was a slow Ratchet and Clanks. Ratchets and Clank, rather. So yeah, that baby that you're seeing me use, his abilities are all wonder shots. So he will either be doing just a ton of damage or none at all. I need to actually heal. Everybody's in really rough shape. Yep. Nice. Made it through there with that encounter. That's pretty favorable. He really is RNG's this baby. He's amazing, though. When he hits, bro. It's nasty. I did soft lock here once, though. I remember that. We just run up the stairs. It's hilarious. Or you run up the ladder, rather. Yeah, we're due for an encounter. Come on, man. I like that when you work the elevator, it sounds like you're loading a machine gun or like you're pumping a shotgun rather. I'm letting all these screens load because last time I ran away before the screen finished loading and I soft locked in this area, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. Come on. Every single one of these scares me now. Damn it. I made a mistake. I definitely don't see us beating Fancy Pants in the next 10 minutes, so... I wonder how much time we lost. Yeah, I healed up everybody already, so we're good to go. Let's do it! Yeah, outside of Ni no Kuni, I never had games soft lock a ton. Excuse me. Outside of Ni no Kuni, I never had a game soft lock a ton. But this game definitely does soft. This game soft locked that one time, and ever since I've been terrified of it. Okay, let's start this off. This is gonna be a long freaking fight. Sit back, relax. Really? Already, rockets? sucks that I have to concede a turn with healing, but they're just using their AoE moves over and over and over again. That's unfortunate. They don't always... They have other moves that are single target or not as multi-target, like that one. And that's what we want to see. These AoEs really suck, because if I get healed out of turn, and then they AoE right after, I have to continue to just heal spam in order to stay alive. But see, like this, I can withstand way more effectively. It's not so bad. That was a little bit of a risk right there, and it was worthless anyways. Once we get rid of the robot here, this fight is way easier, but she is the source of most of our issues. So and she's got such a high defense that the only good way to kill her is to use these items. Now, obviously, in a casual playthrough, you probably have Jimmy gets an ability at like level 40 something, which we're not even like halfway to. He gets an ability that shoots like three or four times. It's crazy good. But obviously, we don't have access to it, and really never will. Oh, that was risky. If I get rocketed right here, it's a hard punish. Alright, cool. Yeah, it's not excellent. It's another conceding of a heal. Come on, man. I can't keep missing these. They're very valuable. Great, they're gonna get 2 turns off right here. That's gonna hurt. If they AoE into rocket, I might be... Oh, that was weak. Thank God. See, I've never played a single Star Ocean game. Or Phantasy Star, for that matter. I need to have like more than 30 restorative items at the end of this fight, or I'll have to shop a second time. And that would essentially lose us the run. Got about 12 more of these before she's dead. Something like that. It's pretty good. Oh no, not rockets. Woo! Dang it, they're gonna get 2 turns off. Please don't be hard. No! That's actually a really good turn. Yes! Yes! Alright, cool. So we might actually be able to do pretty well here. We just gotta praise the RNG gods. This is Buddy's last fight in the game. So we gotta hope that he just starts coming out swinging with super high numbers. Nice. Honestly, we're probably afforded to attack there. He can't really snipe us out of 100. Come on, buddy. That's not good enough. Ah, bummer. Come on, buddy. Yeah, that's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. I'm gonna play a little bit riskier with my HP totals here. Nice. Yeah, that arm cannon is a huge route improvement. I think this will work. Come on, buddy. Shit. Zexion, Magic Freak, what's going on, guys? How you doing today? Come on, buddy. He can hit for like 300 something here. That's what we want to see. 300s. Ooh, okay. That's bad positioning. I need him to move. Oh, nice. Come on, buddy. Turn up, baby. I need him, and yeah, I need Jimmy to move. I actually need Fancy Pants to move, but yes, alright, perfect. Oh, there we go, baby. That's what we like to see. Buddy, you're not doing enough, man. Oh! Woo! Alright, so even though Buddy didn't peak very high in that fight, his minimum was not that bad. His minimum was not that bad. So that was pretty decent. That was pretty decent. We are definitely in world record territory. We can save 1 minute and 35 seconds easy on Man of Steam, no doubt. Am I free Saturday? Well, I won't be in town. I'll be at DreamHack Austin Friday night, and then Saturday I'll be at my mom's house, which she lives like in the country. She gets like 0.3 up and down internet speed. Yeah, his attacks are I can't remember. His attack is called something like Eat or Free Lunch or some weird strange name. I can't remember. I just call it the Wonder Shot, but literally every one of his moves are Wonder Shots. He has 2 abilities that are high accuracy, but the damage ranges from 1 to like 500 or 1 to like 300 something. And then he has 2 moves that they always hit for like 150, but their accuracy is like really 50-50. It's like, so he is RNG the character. He really is. Alrighty. Alright, we should be good here. We should be good on healing items and all that stuff. Why, are you trying to do another, are you trying to do another nostalgia run? Because I looked and it's... Oh, nice. Forgot we get that sick gear. Yeah, I'll grab the revive. There's like 3 revives, but there's one like literally right along the way. So I'll grab it this time. I did a run that was not my best pace ever, but it was definitely a free PB at the time, and I screwed up. Yeah, we're about to get to the final area. It's a completely new area that we've not seen yet in the game. It's basically like the dream world. But that was it for Buddy, ladies and gentlemen. We will not be using him again, unfortunately. The true GOAT, the carry, the real OG. He's now gone, unfortunately. He's with us now, but we won't be using him for the final fight. The police. He doesn't mess with police. He's terrified of them. So, he dipsets on us. We got to read that book right there. It's basically, it gives us the information we need to know about the Man of Steam, the villain we're trying to fight. And we go to the clock shop. Come on, man. We can get encounters during all this. I'd rather not, but just missed it barely. But instead of Buddy, we get Virgil, the real god. The strongest freaking character in the game by millions of billions of miles. Dude is ridiculously overpowered. Run to the museum. Come on, lady. For what it's worth, guys, B. Marie, the Parasite Eve OG, she is actually going to be running Parasite Eve again this Saturday, I believe. She is going to be, it'll be the first time she's run the game in years, since like the beginning of the route. So that'll be pretty cool. For anybody who's interested in Parasite Eve, she was one of the founders of Parasite Eve speedrunning. B. Marie. B-E-E-M-A-R-I-E, I believe. Isagrim, do an exclamation point shout out B. Marie. It'll give you the link, I believe, to her. Oh yeah, that works too. Yeah, I added a shout-out command finally. Give us a shout-out and then type the person's name. So shout-out B-E-E-M-A-R-I-E-E. Huh. Weird. Maybe I turned it off on accident. Lols. Oh, wait, you know what? Yeah, it's only moderators, I guess it must be set as. That's my bad. Privilege. Yeah, I didn't set it like that on purpose. I just don't pay attention to the shit that I do. I forgot you can get encounters here. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Wow, are you serious? That's unfortunate. No, come on. Dang it! I did that incorrectly. So a fun little trick here is that the screens are randomized. They don't exit to where you think they would. There's your revive. I'll grab another one just to be safe. Damn it! We don't need the human soul. Dang it. That's a human soul, I'm pretty sure. We do need those, though. There's the revive. Another revive. I hope this does PB because of the stuff we talked about. That would be pretty sick, but we gotta get there soon. Come on, these encounters are not helping. These are ridiculous. Some of them are... This is like Beyond the Beyond level. Almost. Not that bad. Not get carried away. Holy shit. Yeah, some of my PBs I'm literally ashamed to upload because I'm like, man, we talked about some filth. That's even worse. My Parasite Eve tutorial feels fucking bad. Probably get an encounter here. It's a really long... Oh wait, no, we need that. Alright. Alrighty, let's do it. Let's see how fast we can beat this boss. Snakes from the free throw line. Can it dunk? You remember that shit? That shit killed me, bro. Okay, it's Virgil. Yeah, this is actually... So all of the power from the steam engines went awry, and it literally created an artificial sun. And that's what we're fighting right now. I should have buffed Virgil. Hopefully it doesn't reset. It did. Fuck. That's fine. Whose turn is it? The animations on this guy take forever. Damn it! Come on, man! Quit resetting. About to fight the platonic thought form of steam power itself. But if I keep doing this, yeah, it does feel a little lame that it did end in this fashion, right? That this is the final boss after all the great shit we've seen, after the Mana Ray shook and jiggled himself for us. It does feel a little lame. Don't reset. Please don't reset. Please don't reset. You fucking dickhead, man. I'm never gonna... I just need to prioritize damage until the very end. I'm never gonna be able to get that off. And I don't know if having it reset is actually worth the wasted turns. We'll see. It actually might be the fact that he's not attacking. Yeah, I agree. Final Fantasy X. You fight the stupid little bug at the very end. There is no second form. This is it, unfortunately. There's no way he gets a second turn off, right? If so, we might have just lost the run right here. But I need damage. I'm greedy. Okay. "14 minutes. Can we do it?" Reset? That's fine. So maybe if I throw an item now on Virgil, I can get the attack bonus. I might be out of them already. Close. Just keep doing this, I guess. Come on, Virgil. Yes! So that helps a little bit. That's a lot more damage from that attack boost. So Virgil kept his attack boost. Feed Virgil. Keep him alive. Oh, he's gonna reset. Nope. Dope. There's no way he gets another turn. He just went twice. Yeah, he can't kill me now. As long as we're above 150 HP, he can't really kill us. Might as well throw another one just to be safe. Yeah, this is worth it. So get some extra damage in there. Got 10 minutes. Can we do it? Still, Virgil's got the attack boost, though, so that's pretty good. Music is pretty banging. Stay hydrated, bot. Appreciate it, man. Welcome to the stream. So attack boost is finally gone. That's fair, though. It lasted a good long while. You just like that bot? Well, now he's like advanced. See if we can get another Virgil cast off or reset. Yeah, nice. So I'll have to double heal anyway. This track is fucking lit. Man, that attack hurts. Alright, whatever. Yeah, this is more effective. I feel like I'm gonna miss a turn now because of this. I feel like if it's Virgil's turn, I have to heal. That sucks. Missing a turn with Virgil is ass. Ah, oh, and I missed it for no reason. Dang it! Come on, man. Ooh. Yeah, I'm fighting the artificial sun. The Man of Steam's steam power went so awry, the force of the steam released into the air, created an artificial sun that brought the end of days to humanity. Okay, so there's the reset. We got a couple more pieces. We got a couple more attack items, I think. At least 2. Do I run the gambit? I can't miss a turn with Virgil. We're running the gambit, boys. We'll see what happens. Nice. That was a good play. Good play. Still got the attack boost on Virgil. Oh, okay. Free damage. I'll take it. Okay, he's starting to heal now, so that's good. That means we're in the last 20%. If he just heals every turn, we still inch away with the victory. It just slows it down quite a bit. In my PB, he healed a ton. I could have used him. I think I have a couple human souls I could have used with her. If she gets a free turn next time, I'm going to use a human soul. Damn it. That's a strong fucking attack. Okay, perfect. Virgil still has attack boost. Adds about 70 damage a cast to have that attack boost up, so it's actually quite valuable. Reset, that's fine. Got one more attack boost, see what we can do with it. Yeah, the main character is kind of... Everybody except Virgil kind of falls off really hard because of how the leveling system in this game works. So we all pretty much just become item slaves to keep Virgil afloat. That's literally all you gotta do in this fight. That's why it takes so long. Yeah, because of the way the levels work in this game, the main character is the one with the lowest level by the end of the game. Because he's the only one who never leaves your party, so he doesn't get the automatic level bonus. I should have SP80'd Virgil there. It's okay. Reset. So Virgil's attack bonus is gone, but at least that's a free turn. We can SP80 Virgil. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, okay. Free damage. We're out of attack bonuses though, unfortunately, so. Okay, I was about to say a reset or a heal right here is actually pretty advantageous. Come on, man, 3 minutes. Come on, Virgil, bring it home, baby, bring it home. We want to see resets and AoEs now. We don't want to see any more heals. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Ooh. Damn it. Getting close, man. I was hoping that this would be a lot faster, but... We will know when the fight is over because the music will change, like on a dime. Damn it, another heal. Wow. Double turns. Whoa, come on! That's like a whole Virgil cast. That feels bad. That one really hurt. No, 2 more minutes. Ah, that might be it, boys. He's actually out-healed me at this point. Damn it, piece of shit. Come on, Virgil. Bring it home, baby. It ends the second he dies. Yep. That's when the time stops. It's it! Woo! Yeah! Woohoo! Yes! 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 Nice! Virgil, baby. He brings it in clutch. He brings it in clutch. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Behind the entire time. The first green split of the entire run. Woo! PB, baby. New world record. Look at that. Red splits all across the board. Not a single green split until the final boss. It's a PB and a world record. I'm the only one who runs the game. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Now we get to hear Virgil's theme for a little bit. the best song in the whole game. Thank you guys. Thank you, man. Just proves to show like how much time save and optimization there is left in this game. If I can PB on a run that looks like this. I was literally 5 minutes behind at one point. It's Scarlet. You know, my PBs usually are world records. The only games that I run that are competitive are Parasite Eve and Ni no Kuni. Everything else I pretty much run by myself. Such a sick song. Because I play only the finest games. Yes, yes indeed, my friend. Yeah, if you go look at my speed... Does this include JRTA? No, it doesn't. I start at new game and I end on last hit of final boss. If we did start on JRTA though, it would still be a PB. It would just be the timing would be worse. But because it's not on an actual console, it's really hard to do JRTA time. Yeah, I just knew that if I could stay within 5 minutes... If I could stay within 5 minutes of my PB, I knew that we could PB just because of how much time was lost on that final boss. See, all this is trivial bonus extra stuff. None of it actually has anything to do with the story. And then the credits roll, so. But even still, if we timed it to be JRTA to end at the end of the credits or whatever, they would still be PBs and world records, just because I'm the only one who runs the game. But it would just be longer. It would probably be like 4 hours and a minute or something like that. 401, 403, somewhere around that range. There you go. 4 hours, man. It really has been 4 hours. That's been amazing. Let's see what my new sum of best is real quick. 342. I only got like 3 or 4 gold splits. But still, that's pretty good. I'm sure that the game could be like a sub 340. Pretty easy. If you just play well.